Okay, go.
Hello again. I've just been told by those in the room that I missed a lot there talking about the so-called wise men, and so I'm going to kind of continue. But just to back up, first of all, about the birth narratives and the stories that we've come to know as the Christmas stories, they weren't history. They come in the tradition. Well, the Jewish tradition of telling stories, myths, if you will, that are bigger than history, that tell the truths that are timeless. Like the first 11 chapters of Genesis are not historical. They're bigger than that. They're about today and tomorrow and yesterday and forever. So these stories, what we've come to know as cute, cuddly Christmas stories, are much more than that. We were talking about the so-called wise men, about three people who recognized something more and went in search for it in all the right places and were completely shut down and ended up finding the truth, if you will, what they were hunting for in the unexpected, in the poor, in the completely opposite. And that's where we ended off. But we call them wise, not because in the scriptures they're called wise. They're called wise because they knew what they had found, and they became changed. In the scriptures it says, and they went home a new way. They didn't go back to Herod. They didn't go back to those that knew. They didn't go back to the religious. They didn't go back to those that were supposed to have all the answers. They went a new way. And that is really the question. If we're going to look, if we know that there is more out there, and I hope for each of our sakes and the sakes of the world, God, however we phrase it, I hope we all know that there is something out there that's far different than what we're doing. What we're doing now is ruining the world. It's ruining the world for our grandkids, for ourselves. It is not the way of hope. It's not the way of truth. It's not the way of love. It's destructive and it's evil. I don't believe in any personified devil, but I participate in this, and you have to. You know that there's a way. One, are we going to search for it? But please, let's take this story seriously. Don't start searching unless you're ready to be changed. There's going to be nothing more destructive if we search and search, find the answer, and then are not changed. You know, that is going to be the most deadly thing for our souls, for our being, for anything. Don't search unless you expect change. For goodness sakes, there's stuff to be changed. The world needs to be changed. We need to be changed. We have to be changed individually and as twos and threes and tens in society. There are things to be changed, and the change is there for us. It is findable, it is identifiable, but it takes searching outside the box. But unless we're willing to be changed, and that is from the pocketbook on down or on up, totally, politically, economically, spiritually renewed and changed, which means questioning so much new life, but also the death to so much that we've been valuing. Unless you're ready for that kind of change, just keep Christmas as it is. Buy your presents, do your things, eat your meals, etc., etc. Go to your churches or your concerts or this, and have fun with it and get the most out of it you can. God is not going to condemn you. We'll be doing that ourselves. But if you are open to change, this is yet another reminder that now, as in tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow, the time to go for it. And I hope you will. Amen.